hopefully live on Twitch right now. And I think you all should be able to see my face. Hi, this is Angela R. Sasser, fantasy artist and creative writer and artisan mask maker type person. Being blinded by my lamp. Hold on. I have like a sun behind my head. So, welcome. This is my first time on Twitch, and hopefully we won't run into any technical difficulties. I'm just going to turn the lamp off. Now we'll be in the dark together. So, welcome. Every month I like to hop on and stream for my Patreon patrons and anyone else who likes my art and let you know how I've been doing, how my month's been going. Been making art, doing stuff, living life. This is a super late meetup for May that I'm fashionably late to it because I just could not figure out how to stream on Twitch. I went through so many options trying to figure it out and finally settled on Shadowplay. So, Shadowplay. Hangouts was doing weird things to my audio. So, yeah. Let me, Hangouts. Title my Twitch stream so people aren't like, random desktop, what? So yeah, if there are any weird technical glitches, let me know in the chat and I'll try to fix them. Alright, so let me show you guys what I've been up to this month. It's been really fun. First off, I finished the next lady in my Ladies of the Month series. You can see her here. I finished Lady of March, and for those who don't know what I've been working on, this is a birthstone series I've been working on that's in the Art Nouveau style. And March here, her birth flower is the daffodil, and her birthstone is the aquamarine. And I've been doing paintings and masks that go together. So here's the finished painting and the finished mask, all in one place. Super excited about that. The series has been really, really challenging, especially because I kind of took a chance with this lady here, in that I really love morbid, creepy art, but I've been doing all this really crazy, pretty art. So I wanted to sneak in that morbid creepiness, and you can kind of make it out here at the bottom of the page. There's a skeleton. Did you guys notice that? So many people came on after they saw this picture and told me, yeah, I didn't notice that skeleton. Thanks for that. Nightmares now. So, yeah, there's that. There's no hidden skeleton in the mask, though, sorry. So I'm excited to finish that, except now I have such an art block for the next lady, because Lady of March came out so good. Lady of April has to come out as good, and I've been avoiding it, I admit it. I've been, like, crazy nervous about making the next one in the series as good. So, yeah, pray for me. I can do this. So, in light of that knowledge, I actually took a short, teeny break from Art Nouveau to work on this piece here. Sometimes you just need a break from all the crazy lines to do something else that has crazy lines, but less, just a tiny amount of less crazy lines. So this piece here is the one that I did just for pure fun, and also as a cover for a fan fiction that I wrote about my character, because I'm a big geek, and I just got sucked into playing the Exalted game with some friends. Actually been playing for about a year now, and I really love the Eclipse cast from the Exalted universe. They're like Machiavelli business awesome people, and so I've been so inspired I actually wrote a story and did my own cover for it, because why not? I'm cheap labor. So yeah, check this out on my site. There's a video of how I did it, stylistic concerns, some decisions I made. There's also a video for Lady of March on her page. I'll put some links. And so that's one thing. And to go along with this extremely geeky fan art for Exalted, there's also an audiobook, because that's the level of my avoidance right now, is that I really wanted to work on something fantasy art related that wasn't Art Nouveau intense. And so you can actually find the story that I did the cover for, and the elevator speech for that is the story of Kalara Vadras, slave who was chosen by the god of creation to kick ass. So it's a memoir of her life up to the point that she was chosen by the unconquered sun. And you don't actually have to know anything about Exalted to enjoy it, in my opinion, because it's in a memoir format talking about her life as a slave and how she went from that to badass businesswoman. So if that sounds like your bag, check out The Uncrucified on iTunes in the podcast section. I also have it up on fanfiction.net and all the places. If you go to theuncrucified.angelasasser.com, it'll have a list of like all the places you can either read or listen. I just wanted to make an audiobook because I know a lot of people like me who don't have time to read. We just like to listen while we work because we're insane multitaskers. So that's really all I've been up to in this past month. And so the next thing is every month I like to choose a prompt from my Patreon patrons. And this theme for this month was original characters. And Caitlin gave me an awesome character to work with, so I'm going to time myself. I've got an hour to draw her character, the Cheshire. Basically human form of the Cheshire Cat as I understand it. So, let's see if I can draw the Cheshire and have it not look like crap. So first off, before I start the timer, let me get Photoshop ready. Oh, and if you have any questions for me, hey, I see a Sam in the chat. Hi, Sam. Leave him in the chat, and I will get to it. Hopefully. I'm terrible at this whole drawing and talking and typing at the same time. And I've forgotten all my shadow play shortcuts already. Alright, so let's set this puppy up. So, first off, we're drawing Cheshire. Cheshire. Cheshire for Kate. And the thing about Cheshire, let's see, his identifying features were shaggy blonde hair, a crazy smile, because, you know, you can't have a character that's the Cheshire Cat without a crazy smile. Sam, you can't be judging me terribly. I know I won't be the only one who dissembles into, like, random cartoon character noises as she talks. What else about him? Crazy smile. Bomber jacket. Welcome to artist handwriting. Battered jeans. Trying to think if I've missed anything. Shaggy blonde hair, crazy smile, bomber jacket, battered jeans. I think I got it all. And while I had all that in mind, I actually turned to Pinterest for a little bit and gathered some quick references. I have way too many boards. Oh yeah, purple shirt. Purple shirt. I wish he had a hat, because I just want to draw him with a hat to set off the green eyes, of course. The green glowing eyes. So yeah, here's my board. Trying to gather some references up for that. Shaggy hair was interesting because I kept getting all these supermodels with quote unquote shaggy hair, which is really just sculpted hair that's trying to be natural but is not. So I really like the way a lot of these models have like feathered which way hair, and the description of Cheshire reads that he likes to tug on his hair or run his fingers through it all the time, so I really loved that bit. And this is my reference for Crazy Smile, which is perfect. The hair is kind of perfect too. And the bomber jacket. And I just loved the attitude of this kid right here. So those are some references I have up on my second monitor. Oh yeah, I should start the timer now. I just have to let you all know that I make no promises that this art is going to come out good. It might become a derp picture. So, timer start. Let's do this. I could do this. I feel like I need like dramatic music playing in the background. Haven't quite figured out the whole music thing yet. I'll figure that out next time. So yes, let's see. I always like to start off with just like quick, sloppy gestures. There's kind of this cool scene in the little descriptions that I got where he's flirting with these girls in a cafe, like reading their tea leaves. So I loved the mental image of him like wiggling his fingers over the tea and pretending that's some kind of magical fortune-telling power that he has. So just trying to feel out the energy of the pose and the attitude of the character. I actually might make this landscape instead. It's more dramatic. And I'm not really fussed with anatomy at this point or anything too proper because it's just a really quick, fun sketch. And I'm trying to let go of my retentiveness for making every single thing perfect. So that's the purpose of doing these quick character jams, because I really want to try and loosen up a bit, have some fun. I should read your tea leaves, my darlings. Kind of dreading drawing his smile because drawing smiles, ugh, they've always been really, really difficult. I don't know why I gave him a long bomber jacket. It needs to be flaring out dramatically like he's some cool punk dude. I'm too used to putting everyone in badass dusters Because everyone needs dusters and tailcoats. Life is better with dusters and tailcoats. Ah, that's so quiet. I need to figure out music. I have to have music while I draw. Let's see, kind of putting a guideline for the features so I don't have them all skewed with an eyeball halfway up his head. That happens a lot. You guys are still judging me. I hate you all. Actually, I love you all. Thanks for coming to my stream. I feel so boring. Like, come look at me draw art that might not come out good. I have to get good. Okay, so shaggy hair. Shaggy hair. See, this is also why we need music, because I'll start singing all of the words. You don't want that. Oh god, the smile. It's gonna be terrifying, even if he's supposed to be playful. Every smile I've ever drawn on a dude has ended up looking like some terrifying frog weirdness. I love how you're all typing judging in the chat room. Good stuff. Must not add elf ear. Must not add elf ear. Yep, this character's gonna come out evil looking. I apologize, Kate. Glad I turned off the camera so you guys can't see me making the slasher smile to myself. Alright, so I've got some attitude, got some good attitude going on with this, I think. It's all about the attitude. I just realized I didn't mark this stream as mature. Can I say the word badass? I've said it like 5 times now. I guess it doesn't matter. Don't report me, bro. Foreshortening is weird. Alright, so once I've got something basic, then I can move on to refining this a little more. Don't even play, Kev. So yes, again, if you have any questions, help me Fill the space. Help me fill the air in the room while my brain zones out in drawing. Yeah, it needs a longer chin. Kind of torn between making this sort of anime style or not. Oh, creeper smile. Trying to capture that. We're all mad here, Alice. Look. God, he looks way too evil, though. I'm so sorry, Kate. Faces, arg. So those who are still here, there's been hopefully no hiccups or glitches. Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. After about 18 minutes, Google Hangouts used to eat itself, and my audio wouldn't be clear anymore. Of course, I wouldn't know this until I would listen to the recording later and curse profusely. His hair makes me smile. I'm also used to drawing like thin, waifish elfmen. Yeah, he totally has a wry vibe to him. Oh great, glad the sound is good. That used to drive me insane. I'm giving him a popped collar. He needs a popped collar to add to the evil smile. And I gotta work in the Cheshire grin in here too in the t-shirt. Wasn't part of the description, but I'm adding it. Artistic license. It's like some kind of crazy David Bowie punk kid. Oh good, okay. Audio's great. Am I breathing too loud? I feel like I'm breathing into the microphone. I'm always afraid people can hear me gulp too, like, oh no, I gulped, I'm so rude. Oh, and I should mention again, I like to keep this pretty loose too, this second layer when I'm sketching like this, because it helps me keep the momentum going, especially on a really short um, what is the word I'm searching for? In a short time period, I have to draw something. You don't want to get too caught up in the details. You just want to get the idea out and flesh out the main shapes so you can refine them later. So I'll probably do, if I have time, which I probably will, do another layer on top of this, refining it. It's supposed to be like wiggling his fingers. Great, you can't hear me gulping. Good. So paranoid about my gulping. I gotta draw the dreaded man crotch. I'd like to think that my depiction of man crotches has evolved over the years to be less strange looking. Seriously, there needs to be an art tutorial on this because it can look so weird so easily. Weird hair. Ha! I'm making the bomber jacket long anyway. No one said bomber jackets couldn't be a little long. It needs dramatic, flowing coat. Mecha Man has mentioned ninja character with a triangle crotch, and that was, I think, a Shadowrun portrait I did ages ago. Which Shadowrun is like cyberpunk role-playing game, if you haven't heard of it. And his pants were so tight and weird. I think we dubbed them the corporate control pants because he worked for a corporation, and we were like joking about how his pants were were restricted by the corporation when he disobeyed the rules or whatever. It was amusing. That was many years ago. And now I'm just trying to add some wrinkles and dimension to this clothing so it looks less like he's wearing paper. So seams, tension of the cloth, that kind of thing. Zippers. All the little subtle details that make clothing look like clothing. Ah, yes, and he's wearing battered pants. So we got to add some cuts and wrinkles and worn out holes in the jeans. Now I'm gonna add segments because segments are cool. He's actually so lanky. Showing off his bum. Okay, how can I improve this pose? As much as the bum is good, we're gonna change this. I love that name for the pants. Aries Macro Technology Control Pants, TM. Made for our comfort. Oh, this pose is so silly. He's like, I would read your tea. Sexity. Sexily read your tea with my shapely hips. So this is what happens when you don't plan beforehand. But that's okay because it's digital. Yay, digital. He needs a belt. Belts are good for pants. Also good for not making his lower body look like a random nest of lines. Though I feel like I should rename these streams to, will this character this week turn out to look like a derp? Derp or no derp? Oh, hey Kaylee, lots of familiar faces in the chat. Thanks for joining me, guys. I feel loved. And I've got 38 minutes left. Woohoo! It looks like a person, at least. Don't worry about hogging the chat, I don't care. You guys have fun. Okay, now let's see if I can fix this face. Next layer. The refinement layer. Oh, I forgot to finish drawing the teacup. Alright. Teacup. You WoW crack players and your terminologies. I just imagine him singing I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Oh, and just as a note, I'm using Lazy Nozumi Pro. It's like an add-on that you can get for Photoshop that helps stabilize your lines. Although I'm being really fast and choppy with my lines, so it's not going to help much. Actually, I know what will help is flipping this. Yeah, and I can see how skewed. It's actually not too bad. Just needs a beard, and he will have this Doctor Strange Puck vibe. The Cheshire Cat grin is not cleavage, Sam. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it totally looks like cleavage. Dang it, Sam. Here, I'll add a nose. It's a nose, okay? There, I made it smaller. I'm making it worse. Alright, okay, the smile's going as a patch on his jacket now. There, the cleavage mouth is gone. There, let's soften up his eyebrows a bit so he looks less like he's scheming, creepy creeper slasher. I just have a habit of making everyone look angry. Even my good guys, they're all like angry and scheming. No, I'm kind of with Sam on that because the tip of the nose, like check it. If you look at this, it was like that. And then if you just put nipples there, they were totally squished up. Corset boobs. Trust me, corset boobs. I could see it. I don't know why I just tried to brush the screen like it had eraser dust on it. Old traditional artist habits. brain taken over by detailing. So yeah, shaggy hair. I think I got the shaggy hair down. It's super fluffy. Okay, what am I missing? Shaggy hair, crazy smile, bomber jacket, battered jeans, purple shirt, which you can't tell is purple, green glowing eyes. I think I have an idea for this wonky arm. Ugh, what do I drink? Bando! Okay, that'll be cool. Yay, I has an idea. I like his hand more behind the cup. Kind of like... Hands, why you so hard? Behind the cup? Nah. I don't like that either. Decisions. We'll stay with this arm. Just tweak it a little bit. So, my stream is still online, so I'm guessing it's okay to say badass. Awesome. So what do you guys think so far? Hopefully less of a derp. I realize all of these live portraits aren't going to come out as masterpieces. The last one I did was Gamer Girl Artemis, and she looked so derpy. And also kind of like one of my cyberpunk characters playing video games, which was amusing. Man, I realized this initial podcast I've just pretty much talked about my fan fiction, my own characters, and tabletop role playing games. I've just revealed all of my full geekery like in the first session. I figured I might be able to hide it for a while and like ease people into the geekery. Guess not. Teacup, yay! It looks vaguely like a teacup. Such a creepy smile. Which I think means I'm doing it right. Here's hoping Kate likes it. Wait, is that too many fingers? Yes. Ignore that last finger. You saw nothing? Nothing. There. Okay. I've made the smile more tolerable, I think making it less wide. Ugh. Creep of myself. Yay! I'm so glad to have a streaming place that doesn't eat its audio after 20 minutes. It's so nice. Also, if you have any questions for me, please leave them in the chat. That'll make you creepy tea. There's no reason for his jacket to be moving so severely, but reasons. Oh, I forgot to add the cool guy patches back. Be even cooler if he had like all the buckles, but we're just gonna keep it at cool guy patches. Kinda miss his shapely butt now. Oh well. This is the choices we live with, people. Jacket physics. It's a battered jacket too, so let me add some wear and tear to this jacket. Gonna redraw it like a billion times. Must practice my jacket skills. Need work. Just does that thing where it kind of takes away the nice silhouette of the anatomy, so any anatomy you might have spent effort on is covered by the friggin' jacket. Everyone should be naked. Then, when you spend all this time drawing, you don't have to cover them up. And just because I can't resist it, I'm gonna go ahead and give him the green eyes. Oh yes. I'm just gonna do some quick shading just for fun. I usually don't even get far enough with these to shade them. So here's where we're at. He looks snarky enough. There was plenty of snark in the description I read of him. Man crotch. And here's where you can tell my brain is concentrating because I am stopping mid-sentence. Artist brains are funny. I promise most of my friends here that I actually am paying attention when I draw. Because what usually happens is most artists can kind of pay attention to two things at once, like watch movies, listen to friends, chat, that kind of thing. But once we get into like detail intensive work, it's really hard to split up your brain's computing power. But most of the time I'm listening to folks and like actually paying attention. If I start inking or coloring, that's when you'll probably lose me to what? Or as my boyfriend's experience goes, I'll just go, uh-huh. What? What do you say? Long nose shadow. Too long. Much better. Yay! He looks like a person. I'm so happy. Alright. Well, I've got a character made here. Cheshire's looking pretty good. Since these are only meant to be quote-unquote quick sketches, I'm gonna stop it off here. Hopefully, Caitlin, I've done your dude some justice, and he's not too creepy looking, and that you like it. So, I'm gonna stop working on this. Thanks for joining me for my first Twitch stream. That was a lot of fun, and hopefully I'll be doing more of these character jams in the future. If you're on my Patreon, you can put in a character prompt, and I do that every month. Just stay tuned to your Patreon feeds, and I'll pick a prompt from among my Patreon patrons. So, let's back out and see what we got. In a little less than an hour, I've drawn a very simple grayscale portrait sketch. And this has been Angela Sasser of angelasasser.com, fantasy artist and such. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.